From this video, you will get tips to prepare for NSE 6_SDW_AD 7.6 Fortinet NSE 6 SD-WAN 7.6 Enterprise Administrator Exam. What is Fortinet NSE 6 SD-WAN 7.6 Enterprise Administrator Exam? Detailed exam format. Recommended experience. Master exam topics and skills. Effective preparation strategy. 1. Refer to the exhibit. Which are two expected behaviors of the traffic that matches the traffic shaper? Choose 2. A. The number of simultaneous connections among all source IP addresses can exceed 5 connections. B. The traffic shaper limits the combined bandwidth of all connections to a maximum of 5 MB/s. C. The number of simultaneous connections allowed for each source IP address can exceed 5 connections. D. The traffic shaper limits the bandwidth of each source IP address to a maximum of 625 KB/s. Answer: A, D. 2. Which two features are supported by IKEv2 and not by IKEv1? Choose 2. A. Asymmetric authentication. B. IKE mode configuration. C. IKE aggressive mode. D. Network overlay ID. Answer: A, D. 3. What is the purpose of configuring SD-WAN path control? A. To configure routing protocols. B. To configure security policies. C. To configure application performance monitoring. D. To ensure traffic takes the most optimal path. Answer: D. 4. Refer to the exhibits. The VPN configuration on a spoke and a hub is shown. The administrator wants to use those tunnels to build an SD-WAN topology. Which one parameter must you modify to allow the tunnel to come up and be used in the SD-WAN topology? A. Set exchange interface IP to enable on the hub side. B. Set mode CFG to enable on the spoke side. C. Change IKE version to 2 on the hub and the spoke. D. Set the type to dynamic on the hub side. Answer: A. 5. Which command can be used to verify the connectivity between SD-WAN members? A. Traceroute. B. Ping. C. Netstat. D. Route. Answer: B. 6. If the outgoing interface for an established SNA-TED session changes, which two requirements must the configuration meet so that FortiGate continues forwarding packets from that session to the new outgoing interface? Choose 2. A. You must have a firewall policy that accepts the new traffic flow for the session. B. You must configure FortiGate so the SNAT IP address doesn't change. C. You must enable the SNAT route change setting. D. You must set firewall session dirty to check new on the new matching firewall policy. Answer: A, B. 7. Which SD-WAN traffic shaping technique uses deep packet inspection to identify and prioritize traffic? A. Quality of service, COS. B. Link steering. C. Application steering. D. Load balancing. Answer: C. 8. Refer to the exhibits. Exhibit A shows the source NAT, SNAT, global setting, and Exhibit B shows the routing table on FortiGate. Based on the exhibits, which two actions does FortiGate perform on existing sessions established over port 2? If the administrator increases the static root priority on port 2 to 20, choose 2. A. FortiGate flags the sessions as dirty. B. FortiGate continues routing the sessions with no SNAT over port 2. C. FortiGate performs a route lookup for the original traffic only. D. FortiGate updates the gateway information of the sessions with SNAT so that they use port 1 instead of port 2. Answer: A, D. 9. What is the purpose of configuring SD-WAN route redistribution? A. To redistribute traffic between WAN links. B. To redistribute routes learned from one routing protocol to another. C. To configure security policies. D. To configure application performance monitoring. Answer: B. 10. What are 2 reasons why it is effective to implement the Internet Service Database, ISDB, in an SD-WAN rule? Choose 2. A. The ISDB contains the IP addresses and port ranges of well-known destinations. B. The ISDB requires application control to maintain signatures and perform load balancing. C. The ISDB applies rules to traffic from specific sources, based on application type. D. The ISDB is dynamically updated and reduces administrative overhead. E. The ISDB covers the SDN dynamic connector's private and public addresses. Answer: A, D. Subscribe and like past question.